we as Christians going to stand up and tell our leaders we're not taking it anymore? That we're just not listening to it. We don't want you to be our pastor if you're going to lie this way. Yeah.
When you first learned this truth, didn't you wrestle with it? And I know that I did. And
depends what you mean by wrestle with it.
I wrestled hard with this truth. I mean, I fought tooth and nail to oppose it because of the ingrowing of the truth that I've been taught as a Christian, a young Christian. So what are we not to expect? I mean, we expect that the university and those around us that don't know this truth are going to have this truth. The question really comes as we have experienced that true love relationship with God is how we can reveal this truth. And it's obviously, I think of the people that I converted, been involved with in the conversions that were Catholics. And we taught them the Adventist view. And that was a very disrupting event for a Catholic to cross over to an Adventist. Probably just as much as a Seventh-day Adventist to cross over to this mindset. So, the thought process I have is
I'm going to have to take a little concern with what you said there, because I think most of us in this room identify ourselves as Adventists.
I know.
Okay? So we're not crossing over. And frankly, when you cross over this view, you can have this view of God and be a Methodist, and be a Catholic, and be a Baptist, and be an Adventist. This view of God is a view for all humanity, because all nations, kindred, tribes, and people are coming under one head of this view. So it's not a sectarian view. It's not a view that requires you to leave your denominational affiliation. It's a view that requires you to leave your fear of God behind in a loving trust relationship with Him, so that you are exactly what you're saying, carrying out love in the way we treat others. And just to connect back to the one thing of the lesson, it said that this shame and guilt leads us to God. No, Romans 2:4, the kindness of God leads us to repentance. And so Adam's under condemnation and shame, and he's hiding, and he's sowing his fig leaves, and God is kind. Adam, who said you were naked? You didn't hear it from me. I'm not pointing out your defects. I'm not criticizing. Adam, I'm your friend. I'm here to help you. That's coming from your own conscience, Adam.
I guess what I'm trying to say, though, is that, we talk about the university not understanding the view that we have, and that we in a way, identify, almost in a, not a mockery, but we clearly state, what are they teaching? It's heresy, basically. And it's clear it is. But they don't know that.
Some of them do.
Well,
not all of them, but some of them do.
Those that you say to do may have a level mindset that's down near the 4 or 5, and as you clearly stated before, that we can't go past one step at a time. So my thought is as we understand and recognize this love concept, this benevolent mindset, that what can we do to bring those
So my view is that we don't go to the Sanhedrin. Christ did not go to the Sanhedrin and try to convert them. He went to the people. That's what we do. We go to the people. So go to your churches. Go to your communities. Go to your friends. And when a certain number of people in the body of this local congregation come to this, then that body goes to their pastor and say, we're not happy with this view, and here's why. And we begin to have conversations together. But I don't think we should go to the Sanhedrin, the people who live in the mindset of running organizational systems, because organizational systems all operate at level 4. That's how they operate. And if you look at and we don't have time to go into it today, but those who operate at level 4 organizational systems, always sacrifice people to protect the systems. Better for one man to die than the nation. Let's move this priest than to protect the children. Let's just quietly get rid of this teacher rather than to protect the children. Let's disfellowship this person who divorced her spouse-abusing husband because he didn't have sex with somebody else, and she can't work for our institution. Let's sacrifice souls to protect the institution when you're level 4. I don't think we're going to get much traction when their mindset is institutional protection. So I don't go to institutional leaders anymore. But I do think as a congregation of people who has come to a point to say this, can sit down in a loving relationship with their pastor and say, Pastor, we're very disturbed by the things you're saying, and here's why. Let's have a conversation.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, okay, closing comment.